Hello students, in this lecture we will do the study of chapter 3 matrices. What is matrices? This word is a plural form of word matrix. If we want to understand what is matrix and arrangement, you are already familiar from 11th class with the word and arrangement. How we were calculating in 11th class with permutation and combination. But how we can show on paper this arrangement? So with the help of matrix, we can show the arrangement. So what is the definition of matrix? A matrix is an ordered rectangular array of numbers or functions. The numbers or function are called the elements or the entries of the matrix. A matrix is an ordered. Ordered means with a fixed pattern we are writing. In an order we are writing. Rectangular means in a rectangle shape we are writing. Array means arrangement. So a matrix is an ordered. With a order in a rectangular form we are arranging. What we are arranging? Numbers or function. These numbers or function are called the elements or the entries. We denote this matrix by capital letters. We can see some of the example. All of you see here these numbers we have written in a rectangular form. -2, 5, then next we have written in next line 0, √5, 3, 6. This is the notation as we are putting outside bracket sign. How we are giving the name to a matrix. Last year in sets you had learned we are giving the sets name by capital alphabets. In the same way matrix name we are giving by capital letters. A, B, C, any capital letter you can use it. So these whatever we are writing inside this rectangular ordered means there is a fixed position, array arranging. So this element we have arranged in a rectangular shape. So this arrangement is known as matrix. Whatever element we are writing in a horizontal lines, these are known as rows. How many rows you require to arrange this? 1, 2, 3. So how many rows are there? 3 rows are there. One more example we are seeing. All of you see it. Here we have given the name matrix name C. We are arranging here. Already we have seen numbers or functions. These all are known as elements. So 1 plus x, x cube, 3 cos x, sin x plus 2, tan x. So how many rows are there? 1, 2. Whatever vertical way we are arranging the element, what we will say to these? These are known as columns. How many columns are there? C1, C2, C3. Now with the one of the real situation we are seeing where we can apply what is matrix. So one of the example we are considering, there are 3 students, Radha, Fozia, Simran. They have a different number of notebooks. Radha has how many notebooks? 15, Fozia 10, Simran 13. Along with notebook they have also different number of pens. How many? 6, 2, 5. As we are writing in a line to understand it takes time, but as we are writing in the form of table it is more easy to understand. All of you see it, these numbers we have written in the form of rectangle. Here in a rectangle, this is a sign that rectangular array. We are arranging these numbers 15, 10, 13. This complete column shows the number of notebooks. Here this second column completely shows the number of pens. So this complete arrangement, whatever data we have in the form of rectangular array, this rectangular array is known as matrix. Already you have seen just now I explained how many rows are there. 3 rows are there, 2 columns are there. How to decide these rows and columns? So according to the entries we are deciding. Entries means how many elements are given. According to that we are deciding the order. Order also depend on our choice. What way we want to arrange it in a classroom. Sometimes we are seeing according to the class teacher, you are arranging the seats. Arrangement is done in examination. according to the rule that particular row 11th class student will sit, particular row 12th class student will sit, so there has to be no cheating. So these all arrangement what we are doing, how we can show on the paper with the help of matrix. Just now I explain what is matrix, how we are representing a matrix, that is its name we are giving by capital letters. These are all whatever numbers or function or expression we are writing, these are known as elements or the entries of the matrix. Always matrix is represented by capital letters. In capital letter equal to we are using rectangular bracket. In place of this rectangular bracket, in an exam they can also give in place of this rectangular bracket round bracket or such type of bracket sign they can give it. These all three are the ways to represent a matrix. Now what is the utility of these rows and column? One is that arrangement. Okay, one more concept, when we have to find out the total number of element, if we know the rows and column, we can easily find out the total number of element. So that we are defining with the word order of a matrix. This matrix, how many rows are there? 3 rows are there. And how many columns are there? 1, 2. So as we are writing row into column, so 3 multiplied by 2, that is 3 cross 2. So how many elements are rows are there? 3. How many columns are there? 2. 3 into 2. So what you are getting? 6. With the help of it, we are getting the total number of element in a matrix, and this is known as order of a matrix. So what is order of a matrix? A matrix having m rows and n column is called a matrix of order m by n. You will not read m cross n, m multiply by n. Okay, just now in explanation I use it, but what you will use it right way? M by n. If they will ask what are the total number of element, then you will multiply, or simply m matrix. Okay, read as m by n matrix. We have seen how to find out order of a matrix. Just now we have seen a matrix in order. So with the help of the order, we can find out total number of elements, as well as what is the meaning. One more meaning, order means in a with a rule we are writing these entries. So all of you see it as we are saying find the element A11. What is the meaning of A11? An element which lies in first row and first column. If anyone say A23, what is the meaning of A23? An element, this when we are writing this position. So when you have to locate the position of element, what is the rule? We denote the element by small alphabet A. Okay, and then in subscript we are writing two numbers. The first number shows the position of row and second number shows the position of column. So A21, what is the meaning of A21? That is the element which lie in second row and first column. Now next, how theoretical analytical way we can represent a matrix. So by capital letter we are giving the name. The element we are denoted by this small a. Okay, and then we are writing ij. I shows the row in which the element lie. J shows the column in which element lies. Then we are putting a square bracket. Already we have seen definition. Then we are writing the order m by n. The value of I, that is the position of row, always greater or equal to 1 and less than or equal to m, because maximum how many rows are possible? M, and always is to start from 1. In the same way, column j is greater or equal to 1 and less than or equal to n. So if anyone asks what is the analytical way to represent a matrix, so capital A, matrix A is equal to, in a matrix symbol or in a square bracket, A is Aij m by n. The value of row, that is I, where is greater or equal to 1 and less than or equal to m. The j, that is the position of column of any element, where is greater or equal to 1 and less than or equal to n. Last year in 11th class you will learn the topic sets. When first time you had started, first you had seen the definition, then representation, then its type, then you have seen the operation. In the same way we will proceed this topic matrix. What we have learned up to now: what is matrix, what is order of matrix, how to show the position of any element, where it is lying, which row and column, what is the analytical representation of a matrix. Now we will see different type of, according to the elements or what shape we are getting, we are dividing the matrix. So first is column matrix. When you are seeing elements in only one column, then such type of matrix is known as column matrix. So if we see the example and then we will define the definition. Here only one column is there, but so many rows are there. How many rows are there? 1, 2, 3, 4. So what is the order? 4 by 1. If any column matrix we are taking, there are so many rows are possible, but only one column will be there. So such type of matrix is known as column matrix. A matrix is said to be column matrix if it has only one column. For example, this matrix example is a column matrix of order 4 by 1. So if in general analytical representation, what will be the order? M by 1. Column value will be always 1, then such type of matrix. How many column are there? 1. Then such type of matrix is known as column matrix. But in place of this column, if these we are arranging in a row, so what we will say? Such type of matrix is known as row matrix. Well, if you see it here, how many rows are there? 1. How many column are there? 1, 2, 3, 4. So 1 into 4. What will be the general form of order of such type of matrix? 1 by n. So a matrix is said to be row matrix if it has only one row. For example, B, first element A11 minus 1 upon 2, A12, that is first row, second column root 5, A13 2, A14 3. Well, if you see the order 1 by 4, how many columns are possible? 4, but row will be how many? 1. Only one row is there. Such type of matrix is known as row matrix. Column matrix, row matrix. Next is square matrix. When we are getting a square shape, all of you learn in lower classes, when adjacent sides of a rectangle are equal, then the quadrilateral is a square. So here, when we are getting the same number of rows and column, then the matrix is said to be square matrix. So if you see, observe the example here, how many rows are there? 1, 2, 3. How many column are there? 1, 2, 3. What will be the order? 3 by 3. Such type of matrix in which number of rows is equal to number of columns is known as square matrix. So now we see the definition: a matrix in which the number of rows are equal to the number of columns is said to be square matrix. Thus, an M by N matrix, M equal to N. So not required two numbers. With the help of one number, we can show the order of a square matrix. So whenever word is given a square matrix of order N, means how many rows are there? N rows are there. How many columns are there? N columns are there. A square matrix of order 3, that is 3 by 3. 3 rows are there and 3 columns are there. So what is the analytical representation? In general, capital A is equal to, in a matrix notation, square bracket Aij, M by N is a square matrix of order N. If anyone asks in a square matrix, what are the diagonal elements? All are knowing about the diagonal in a quadrilateral, but with respect to matrix, only one diagonal we are considering from top left to the bottom right. That is, which element are coming? 1, 4, 6, A11, A22, A33. These are known as diagonal elements. Why we are learning this diagonal element? Because the next definition is based on this diagonal concept. Next is diagonal matrix. So a square matrix, always a diagonal matrix will be a square matrix. So they can ask in 1 marks, is diagonal matrix is a square matrix? Yes, diagonal matrix is a square matrix. So a square matrix B is equal to Bij, M by N is said to be diagonal matrix if all the element except its diagonal are 0. If you see it, which is the diagonal, already I have defined before explanation of this diagonal matrix. So minus 1, 2 diagonal element are these, other than this all are 0, then such type of matrix is known as diagonal matrix. Again, the diagonal element are non-zero element, other all are 0. You can also say that when I is not equal to j, then the element value is 0, and when I equal to j, it has some value. So all diagonal element are non-zero and other element are 0. Such type of matrix is known as diagonal matrix. So here which are the diagonal element? Minus 1.1, 2, 3. Here minus 1, 2. It is diagonal matrix of what order? 2 by 2. It is a diagonal matrix of what order? 3 by 3. It is a diagonal matrix of what order? 1 by 1. In 1 mark they can ask is give an example of a diagonal matrix of order 1 by 1. So what is the definition? Other than diagonal element, all element are 0. Such type of matrix is known as diagonal matrix. Now a scalar matrix. This is based on this diagonal. A diagonal matrix is said to be scalar matrix if all its diagonal elements are same. That is, here if in diagonal all elements are equal, this is also 2, this is also 2, then this diagonal matrix will be a scalar matrix. So if we see here, the diagonal element all are identical, all are equal. Here we can also define as I is not equal to j, then element value is equal to 0. If these are equal, it is equal to sum of the constant or sum of the real numbers. So these all are same, then such type of diagonal matrix, what particular name we are giving? Scalar matrix. So square matrix is a diagonal matrix, a diagonal matrix is a square matrix, scalar matrix is a square matrix, every scalar matrix is a diagonal matrix, but vice versa is not true. It may be true, it may be not true. They can ask in 1 mark question. In this we are again extending the definition. We have changed scalar square matrix, a particular name we gave diagonal, then a diagonal, some of the cases we gave particular name scalar. Now in scalar matrix, when all these diagonal element value equal to 1, what we will say, such type of matrix is known as identity matrix. So a scalar matrix whose all diagonal elements is equal to 1, so such type of matrix is known as identity matrix. This definition has to be clear in your mind, because so many places we will use identity matrix. Like in numbers, what is the importance of 1? In the same way in matrix, identity matrix is important. So here all of you see it, identity matrix of order 1 by 1, 1, 2 by 2, so all diagonal element is equal to 1. Here 3 by 3, all diagonal element is equal to 1 and non-diagonal element equal to 0. How analytical way we can represent? Aij, it shows the element value. If I equal to j, then its value is equal to 1. If it is not equal, so it is equal to 0. Now next definition, zero matrix. One comparison we have done with identity matrix. In the same way, zero comparison we will do it with zero matrix. What is the importance of zero in numbers? In the same way, zero matrix is important. In matrix concept, what is zero matrix? A matrix whose all element is equal to 0, then such type of matrix is known as zero matrix. It can be of any order, it is not necessary it has to be a square matrix. So matrix is said to be zero matrix. One more name we can give it, null matrix. If all of its element is equal to 0, its order is 1 by 1, 2 by 2, here 2 by 3. What are all the number of rows? 1 row, 2 columns, so 1 by 2. How we denote? There is a particular symbol to represent zero matrix. This 0 we are writing, then it is what we will read as, this is known as zero matrix. Next, equality of matrices. How you can compare? You have seen it, what is matrix, what is the order of a matrix, what are the different type of matrix. Equality of a matrix. Two matrices A is equal to Aij, B is equal to Bij are said to be equal if they are of same order. First condition, order has to be same and corresponding element is also same or identical, then the two matrix is said to be equal matrix. One example here, all of you see 2 3 2 3, we are getting in first row same element, second row 0 1 0 1, order is same 2 by 2 2 by 2, then such type of matrix is known as what? Equal matrix. So what is the two condition for equality of matrix? Order has to be same and corresponding element value has to be same or equal, then such type of matrix is known as equal matrix. But if we are considering only same order, what we will say to such type of matrix? Two matrix having same order are known as comparable matrix. Two matrix having same order is said to be comparable matrix. This chapter is very easy and scoring. In CBSE board exam, the weightage of algebra is 10 marks. In algebra, two chapters are included, matrices and determinants. So please prepare very well. If you once see the book and then you see my lecture, you can easily cover this topic. So don't take lightly. Sometimes easy become difficult without practice. If you do practice, the difficult also become easy. Thank you all of you.